Okay, guys. Let's try example number 5. So this time, so we have function y is equals to sine x over 1 plus cosine x. So, kung papansinin natin, so naka-fraction ngayon. So pag ganyan, so alam naman natin na you can use quotient rule. Tama in this case. So pwede rin namang product dyan. Kaya lang medyo complex nga lang yung solution. So much better na dyan ang quotient rule. Let's try quotient. Okay. So, by applying quotient rule, sige. So, of course, as I mentioned, so dapat sa point na to is alam nyo na yung paggamit ng mga basic formulas ng differentiation, product, quotient, okay? So, using quotient, so alam naman natin. So, the formula for quotient is, so y prime. So, square nung denominator, di ba? Yeah. So, square nito, which is 1 plus cosine x squared. Then, yung denominator, tama, so which is 1 plus cosine x multiplied by the derivative of the numerator, which is sine x. Okay, so yan. So, nag-blot pa yung ink. Minus, so yung numerator, which is sine x, tama, multiplied by the derivative of your denominator, which is yung 1 plus cosine x. Ayun. Diba? So, yun yung ating working equation. So, apply na natin. So, y prime is, so, sulat mo ulit. So, 1 plus cosine x squared. So, hopefully guys, nasusundan. So, 1 plus cosine x. Of course, what is the derivative of sine x? So, derivative of sine x is cosine x. And of course, derivative of your function x, dito yung ano. So, 1 lang naman yan. So, okay na yan kahit wala. Minus sine x times, what is the derivative of 1 plus cosine x? So, of course, derivative of 1, which is constant, 0. So, derivative of cosine x is negative sine x. So, and same pa rin, derivative of sine x since 1, kahit wala na yun, okay lang. Ayun. So, ayan na. Then, you can now multiply. So, distribute mo. So, y prime is, so, gano'n pa rin. Square ng denominator. So, distribute. So, 1 plus cosine, which is cosine x, plus cosine squared x. So, negative times negative, positive. Diba? So, sine x times sine x. So, sine squared x. So, naiintindihan guys. So, medyo napausod na konti dito. Sorry. Yan. So, ulitin ko. Distribute yung cosine dito. So, cosine x times 1, cosine x. Cosine x multiplied by cosine x, cosine squared x. Negative times negative, positive. So, sine x times sine x, sine squared x. And what do you notice guys? Di ba ito ay identity? Which is, ano identity yan? Di ba? Yung sine squared x plus cosine squared x is equals to 1. Di ba Pythagorean identity? Which means, pwede mo palang palitan to ng 1. So, magiging y prime is 1 plus cosine x over 1 plus cosine x squared. At kung papansinin mo, di ba parehas yan? Which means pala to, meron niyang 1 dito. So, cancel out since parehas yung term, di ba? So, y prime becomes 1 over 1 plus cosine x. And this will be your answer. Teka lang, sir. Ang bilis naman ng sagot. Paano yun? So, balik tayo dito. So, after multiplying, so, cosine x. So, balik tayo. Cosine x times 1. So, cosine x. So, cosine x times cosine x. Cosine squared x. Plus, since ito yung negative times negative, positive. So, sine x times sine x, sine squared x. Ayun na. Then, kung papansinin mo, di ba ito ay isang identity? Kaya nga sabi ko guys, please review your trigonometric identities kasi gamit na gamit siya dito, guys. Yun. Kasi you can simplify your functions by using those identities. So, of course, sabi ko nga, this is a Pythagorean identity, which is ito yun. Then, you can replace this by 1. So, ito na yung 1 plus cosine x. And kung papansin mo, di ba pareha sila? 1 plus cosine x over 1 plus cosine x. Naka-squared nga lang. Para ka lang nag-divide ng algebraic function. Let's say x over x squared. Which is, ano yan? Di ba magka-cancel? Magiging 1 over x. Di ba? So, same lang din dito. So, clear tayo ha. So, since pareha sila ng term, which is 1 plus cosine x. So, cancel out yung isa. So, 1 na lang may iwan dyan. So, 1 over cosine x. And this will be your final answer. So, clear tayo, guys. So, ayan. So, please remember these concepts. Okay? So, next video tayo. So, proceed tayo sa problem number 6. Okay. Thank you.